Welcome to Align Trading, going over today's SPY recap and analysis. So first thing in the morning that I explained in the pre-market brief for Discord members was to be watching for the continuation of this cup right here that you can see, and to watch for this first level that you can see we reached right here. Now from there, I explained you still have to understand all this liquidity that we were building from yesterday with FOMC, and to be watching this 20-day moving average right here for a structure off of it. And what do we see? We have this head and shoulder right here. I'll go over this on the 1 minute, but we also grab this liquidity from yesterday. You can see right here, and this is how we start this move down. Also, with this liquidity at 547, I have been talking about this week to be watching. Now we begin to close this first inverse cup right here. I will show you this on the 1 minute right here and the structures that we took off of it. But once again, this larger inverse cup to this gap, and we almost got the full close of it at this 538.63. So before we even go over the 1 minute chart and the analysis on there, I just wanted to say there are still so many people that continue to say, is this fake? This has got to be a troll. You don't know what you're doing. Okay, awesome. You have to continue to realize, like I've explained before, who is on YouTube searching around watching my videos? It is you. I'm not watching your video. I'm not looking on YouTube at night how to trade, how to be profitable. That's all on you. You see what I gave you. I told you we're going to have this move. Then from there to pay attention to this. And we haven't even covered the entries on the 1 minute chart yet that, again, I know are fake. So please just let me doodle in peace and let me and my members suffer from just losing money every single day, because that is why I do this. Of course, I get on here to lose money, I get on here to scribble, and I get on here to just make shit up. So now on my 1 minute scribble chart here, in the morning, we started off with the open right here. We had a gap up, and we saw this purple buying continuation with the yellow controlled selling. Now, right here, we started to see some weakness as we filled that cup that I explained to be watching at this level. So you could have taken this on the way up right here. There is a small entry right in here, you can see, and there's a decent move right there. Now, we did not continue up because you see we never were able to get this inverse head and shoulder back above, never closed the cup and continued higher. From the rest of the day, we started to see that bleeding, and here we have this head and shoulder as well as this inverse cup that closes right here with this green handle, and within that green handle is this head and shoulder. And from there, now from here, we continue to see this same green controlled buying algorithm, and once again another head and shoulder right here. Again, head and shoulder that you could have taken. Then I saw a comment saying something about this is not technically correct. Okay, great. Then don't take that trade. Don't worry about this head and shoulder formation when you see that, and carry on with your day. I will take it and you won't. So with this move that I'm saying right here, I was continuing to add on to this position on these head and shoulders on the way down here, and I was finally all out here at this red candle, and I called it a day. Got done losing all of my money, as you can see right here. Lost my money, right? And I just went to the back porch to continue annotating for the day and relax. On days like this, I see people talk about, oh, if only I would have held my position, if only I would have just held on, I would have done this amount to this amount. That's because they're getting lucky. They don't do this every single day. They needed that. They really needed that. I don't need that. I had a great trade here. Beautiful size. Continued adding on. And I can call it a day here. Go enjoy the rest of my day after an hour and a half. And I'm done. I don't need to catch the rest of the move, because guess what? I'll be back on tomorrow. I'm going to do it over again. So after calling it a day and enjoying out back by the pool, I continued to annotate and enjoy watching this move down. As I explained here, I made this up with this head and shoulder. I explained to watch right here this other head and shoulder, and you can see this inverse cup and handle within that green for, once again, another beautiful move down that I made up. Now, I explained after this right here, if we do not lose this 5-day moving average, which was about here immediately, be looking for it to do this, and only then could it have a reversal. But as you can see, we have this green once again, and we just get more selling continuation. So after getting that move through the 5-day moving average right here, we saw a retracement once again in this green, and I explained from there to be watching for a stronger rejection structure, off the 5-day moving average and this head and shoulder, as well as this inverse cup and handle you see right here that once again, I just made it up. Yep, just scribbled it on here, and oh, look at that, another selling continuation. Now from there, we once again see this inverse cup form within this green right here, and you could have also taken this head and shoulder right there for this move down that we closed the gap. And once we closed the gap, I explained to be watching for the green still. We do not have to reverse right here, just be watching for this green, and you see once again another head and shoulder, as well as this inverse cup and handle right there. Now after this last move down right here, I had to drive somewhere, so I was done with the algos for the day. This was the last one, but there was still once again another trade right here with this head and shoulder, as well as this inverse cup and handle right there that you could have taken. Not much there as we start to chop for the rest of the day. Overall, it was a very straightforward day. Just this green algorithm alone, there were so many entries off of it, as well as these inverse cup and handles with the head and shoulders. For members and those of you who do understand these concepts and it's not too complicated for your brain, great job. I'm sure you had a fantastic day. Now brings us to what to be watching for tomorrow. And as usual, I will scribble some shit and start making stuff up. So right here, we have this inverse cup, and within it, we are now looking for this handle. We have this green algorithm right here that we can see we have been in, as well as this white right here that we are between at the end of the day. So if we can get this right here that we are starting to see, you can see we closed a little lower in the post market, but if we do get a bounce, you can look for that, or maybe we start below this tomorrow and we get a retest and fail. Now the probability here is not good at all, but as usual, we are from an unbiased standpoint and just trading as the structure says. So if we do reverse tomorrow, in some case, be watching for us to regain this 5-day moving average. That is the number one thing. If we are unable to regain that, then you do not want to be going long. Look for it to become some sort of resistance, and let's see us head down. Now, if I zoom out some to talk about the bigger picture here, we can see we have this large head and shoulder, as well as this large inverse cup and handle right here, like I'm saying, within this white. So if we do continue to break down, this is our next thing to break right here. You can see we have all of this liquidity right here. Now the same thing applies here. We have this larger inverse cup, and you can see how this is a handle right here with this green and this white, right? And now we are seeing this head and shoulder. Right, so we are down to my last chart that I get to scribble on, and the last couple things I'm going to make up for the day. We rejected this 20-day moving average that I was looking for, and we are now below this 5-day moving average. Next step, if we remain below this 5-day moving average, is the bottom Bollinger retest, which we could very easily hit tomorrow, and very possibly lower, right? We have this liquidity that I'm talking about, and we want to continue seeing us close this inverse cup here, and we have another level down here as well that you can see. So just before wrapping this up, I do apologize to members, but I also hope you find some sort of a laugh out of the video because you do understand what is going on here and you realize that it is not made up. But that is going to wrap this up now. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see members in the morning as usual to continue making stuff up and losing money. Thank you guys.